Guys, welcome to the channel. We got a bombshell right here again from Mario Nafwal, which shared this document. According to what he published here, basically the UK government, or like a branch of something that belongs or it's part of the UK government, is trying literally to get Russell Brand off TikTok, or at least get him off the possibility of monetizing on those platforms. So the British government sent a letter to TikTok and Rumble asking if Brand is able to make profit from this content on the platform. So the document here is from Culture, Media and Sport Committee, House of Commons, London. It's to Dr. Theo Bertram, Director of Government Relations Europe of TikTok. So, dear Theo, I'm writing concerning the serious allegation regarding Russell Brand in the context as a user of TikTok with more than 2.2 million followers on the platform. The Culture, Media and Sport is raising question with the broadcaster who previously employed Mr. Brand or production companies who employed him to examine both the culture and the industry in the past and whether that culture still prevails today. Although Mr. Brand no longer appears on television, he now has a follower base on social media, including on TikTok, where this weekend and republished his preemptive response to the accusation made against him by the Sunday Times and Channel 4 dispatches. While we recognize that TikTok is not the creator of the content published by Mr. Brand, and this content may be within the community guidelines set by the platform, we are concerned that they might be able to profit from his content on the platform. We would be grateful if you could confirm whether Mr. Brand is able to monetize his TikTok post, including his videos relating to the serious accusation against him, and what platform is doing to ensure the creators are not able to use the platform to undermine the welfare of victims of inappropriate and potentially illegal behavior. Man, this is insane, because first of all, you're talking about welfare of victims. Those people are accusers and they're still anonymous. So this is literally a pressure technique to get this guy under pressure to do something, even though they shouldn't even be involved. Because at this stage, there is nothing going on. Like, regardless you like Russell Brand or not, let's move back 1 second, right? Let's forget about whether you got to know Russell Brand in 2006 or you got to know him when he was doing the more wellness being in the late 10s or something. Doesn't matter. But right now, what we have is a documentary with accusers that accused him, and there is nothing more. So far, there is not even a report to the police. There should be those women. I don't know if right now they can go to the police to do a report, right? Official complaint. Whatever is the first step to initiate to see if there are possible charges, right, against Russell Brand. So if there is none of that, I am not sure what this is, all of this, right? It seems really like a character assassination. Like, this seems too coordinated. Why there is already some entity of the UK government involved in pressuring other social media platforms to basically restrain Russell Brand from making money, like YouTube has already done. After 2 days of the documentary and accusation being out, it got demonetized. I mean, this is insane. This is worse than having a Chinese ID that they take the score off your, they take like points off your score, and then you have to pay a fine. None of this is good. Absolutely none of this is good. And the more this stuff leaks out, the more gives credence to, let's say, the conspiracy theorists that they really want to get rid of Russell Brand for the motives that by now we all know, and we all recognize, which is that the guy, instead of being just the pupil of the left, right, or when he was working for Channel 4, which made them money, now he started to be a voice that is, let's say, it's a free rider, right? Somebody that criticized the left and criticized the right. that listens to the left and listens to the right, listens to the center. So that type of let's say more 360 degrees commentator, right? And let's say the more extreme left doesn't like that, doesn't like to loosen a lie, right? So it feels like this is extremely coordinated, especially also on the heels now. I just read that even the guy from The Sound of Freedom, Tim Ballard, this CIA specialist which has saved a lot of children from trafficking, it's been accused by 7 women of sexual misconduct. And in this case, what happened is that basically, because they have to, the CIA works with this organization called the Hour, and basically they have to pretend something, and sometimes they have operative which they're females, and they're accusing those female operatives, they're accusing him of misconduct on the field. So, and he denies all of it. So I find this absolutely scary. It's just 1 week and all forces are joining in. Like the machine is really gearing up so incredibly quickly against Russell Brand that, again, whether or not you like him or whether or not the accusations are real or false, this feels deliberate, right? They really are using very quickly the excuse of all of this to make sure to erase him from the face of the earth or something. So makes you think of probably how afraid they are of people which they manage to get to that kind of level. So now I'm start to wondering who is going to be next. Joe Rogan, if he does a misstep, right, that he does a commentary on something that somebody will not like it very much, and all of a sudden accusations they're going to pop out also on Joe Rogan. I'm just saying. But all of this, none of this is good. It's good when you start to see articles like this popping out. Russell Brand has long followed Kundalini Yoga, which has been linked to brainwashing tactics of rape and abuse. I mean, insider, you cannot make this stuff up. Now, all of a sudden, they're alluding that because Russell Brand was participating, was going at his yoga studio, famous yoga studio, doing Kundalini, that there is always somebody coming out. Like a week ago, nobody was talking about Russell Brand. Nobody had nothing to say about Russell Brand. All of a sudden, after 4 days that this thing came out, there's all kinds of people which they have a story on him, and they want to chime in with their take on this whole thing. In this case here, like this story, it's from the side, I think, of a yoga teacher in this place, accusing Russell Brand basically of being a prima donna of some kind, and that he was tipping off the paparazzi. But the most ridiculous part is that I think, here we go, he knew these stories were going to come to light a long time ago. He's been deliberately moving to an audience that can be easily manipulated. We know that we have learned this. Many people are saying this nonsense. As you can see, like you have catchphrases, let's say for Russell Brand, you also have catchphrases against Russell Brand. Now this whole idea that the people leaning on the right, they are all idiots, they are all easily influenced, right? They're all dumb, right? I mean, unreal. But the thing that it's fascinating here is that he learned some of this from the grifters in the KI yoga world. Don't fall for this victimhood. It's a ruse. Believe those women. They have absolutely no reason to lie. So now apparently if you have learned Kundalini Yoga, you're part of a cult, and he's done also that. He has learned that skill in purpose so that he can use it to manipulate the rest of the people. I mean, honestly, it's getting ridiculous. But please, let me know your thoughts on this. Consider subscribing. Thank you so much for the support. I'm out.